Hello, everyone. Hi. How is everyone doing today? I hope you guys are doing okay. Almost weekend, so that's always a nice thing to look forward to. Had a bit of a weird week this week. First week of different days working at my internship. And besides that, they also decided to throw two groups of clients together, so I had to get to know some new clients and see how we can make it go as smoothly as possible because the new clients are definitely quite different from the ones I'm used to, but I'm sure we can make it work. It's a lovely challenge, and I'm enjoying getting the chance to try and help out and find a solution for everything. Hey, Akira, how are you? Hope you're doing alright. You're here with 1 year because you're still doing main story and an alt in Final Fantasy XIV. That's okay. No worries. But yeah, I decided seeing I didn't work today, I'm awake enough to stream today, and that way my boyfriend can have his Fridays back to stream if he wants to. He's still deciding on that, I think. But that also means that I'm a day earlier, so Thursday, which I'm gonna try and make my regular day to stream. And I will be continuing with South of Midnight, which we started last week. I knew I was gonna have to expect like folklore and some of the theming in this game being about guilt and sorrow and death even. But that didn't make me prepare to the ending of last stream. Especially that story we play through there. It's a wonderful story and there's definitely some lessons to be taken out of it. But at the same time, I was not expecting some of the stuff that happened all of a sudden there. But I loved it. The game itself so far, I've been loving the soundtrack, I've been loving the visuals of it. The combat, not so much just yet, maybe I just need to get better at it, so it still needs to grow on me, that's definitely possible, so we'll see how it goes today. But yeah, let's have you guys see my face. Hi everyone! And my lovely Proteus controller, always with me whenever I can, because I really love playing with this little thing. Little modular accessibility controller that came out at the end of last year. And it's just amazing all the options I have. For this game, it's a standard controller, but I have already played other games where I just used one cube or changed the shape slightly to make it easier to play with. But for this, we need all the buttons, so a standard controller it is. So last week we ended chapter 3 where we saved our friend the giant talking catfish, and I just absolutely love it. The accents of the voice actors in this game are absolutely spot on as well. So far, yeah, I've absolutely adored it. Also, these little loading screens with little dude walking and everything, very much in style. Last week, I already showed a lot of the accessibility options this game has. So if you want to see them again, just pop into chat. Let me know. Because there's quite a few, like for the subtitles, the color of the background. There is colorblind modes. There is audio cues you can put on and off. There is so many things in there. It's just amazing and warms my heart to see that more and more studios are actually looking into making their games more and more accessible to everyone. As somebody who also hopes to start working with people with disabilities soon, once I have my diploma, it's amazing to see that it's gonna become hopefully possible soon. Um, oh, there he is.
You mean to tell me your mama never
Also,
told you
Compulsion Games is the
stories about
developer for this
Critters
game.
and Weaver? Oh, you're lucky I come along.
What?
That's two-toed Tom. Big gator. I gotta drop you off fast.
after I got you out of that tree, you said you helped me find my mama.
I ain't of a disposition to be gator snacks.
Well, me neither.
If we're gonna go on, we gotta get rid of him.
I'm all...
There's a church up a ways with a big bell. Go on and ring it.
You want to make him come running?
Tom
This
can't
audio is a
abide
bit-
the sound of bells. Some church folks once tried to dynamite, and he didn't take that too kindly. If you ring that bell, he might skedaddle.
You better not skedaddle.
Go on now, scoot. I'll pick you up yonder after to go find your mom.
Fish is like, hell no, I ain't facing no gator.
I heard that.
Okay, first things first though, I want to check because last time we did get a couple of more things that we read. I do believe these are all things we read when we found them. There's like most of these. Rhubarb, hermit owner of a long-shuttered swamp tour's business. Rhubarb is a haunted man whose fearful haunts keep him paranoid of any and all strangers who come his way. The mysterious bottle tree beside his porch serves as his only source of comfort. We met Benji as well. He was a kind-hearted boy, a little different. Folks in Prospero were not kind to him, projecting their own notions and sorrows on him. His brother, Rhubarb, didn't handle this well. Well, yeah, we learned about that in the story. Well, this is just about some of the enemies we met. We met our first mythical creature, which was a tree that was holding on to our dear friend, the catfish, and who turned out to be Rhubarb's brother, Benji. Mythical creatures roam the swamps, hollers, and backwoods of Prospero, hidden from most, but showing themselves to some. Weavers kissed by the rains of a summer storm are privy to their existence and able to interact with them. So we met the catfish. Not much is known about him. He's quite old, as evidenced by his size. He looks unlike any catfish folk in Prospero have seen, down to his patchwork scales and mysterious eye. He loves to spin a tail, and it took Hazel under his fin on her journey. And as said, Benji, the tree. Benji was transformed into a massive tree by the magic of the land. He enjoys sitting in the swamp, surrounded by nature, and being appreciated by the animals in a way he never was in life. He drops fantastically huge peaches from his bows year round. Yeah, the peaches in that area, they were huge. I was like, they look yummy as well, so I kind of was disappointed we couldn't eat any of them. But they were big! Seriously, I've never seen them that big. They were bigger than our character. A strong Cajun community used to live in this area, but were eventually pushed out by the rising costs, land acquisitions, and lack of opportunity in the Prospero region. Cosmology is all about the different items we can use and what we find throughout the world. Econauts are linked to stigma vortexes. Unraveling them reveals a pattern piece as well as an echo tied to the area. Econauts also differ in coloring, pulsating with their own purple hue imbued with the burden of memory. So we did find a couple of those in the last one, where we indeed got to see the story of Rhubarb and Benji. I really like the way they've done the storytelling in this game so far. Echo objects are items from the past that sit on the edge of the grand tapestry. The weave spell allows weavers to pull them into the present to aid them in their journey. Throwable objects, memory object, hold emotional significance to the person they belong to. We actually found one for Hazel. The bottle trees. The bottle tree's roots are intertwined with the threads of the grand tapestry. Weavers shepherd painful fragments of a life nestled in fragile blue glass to the tree. Those fragments form a complete pattern, bringing hidden suffering to the light. From what I understood, these bottle trees actually exist in Louisiana, so they're not like something they invented for this game, but they are actually real things, which is really cool. Would love to go there someday and to see those things. I do also like the whole idea of learning more about voodoo and all the religion around that. I'm not necessarily a religious person myself, but I do find it fascinating to see all the different kinds that we have and learn about them. from the people that actually know and practice said religions. Stigma vortexes form where fragments of someone's deepest sorrows linger, visible through an echo knot. Weavers bottle these fragments and weave them into an intricate pattern at the bottle tree, mending wounds from the past. So that's what we've been doing. An echo is a past event that has left a mark in the grand tapestry. Weavers are able to perceive these echoes and catch a glimpse of the past. That is just explaining some more of all the... Yeah, a lot of this is just, it seems, explanation of game mechanics as well. Okay, so... let's continue. We are apparently going to try and lure Big Two-Toed Tom, a giant gator who apparently has trees on his back, to us, and I guess we're
That must be the church.
about to try and defeat the gator as well? I don't know. These voices that I'm currently hearing are haunting. Does anybody remember how I did the floaty thingy? Because I don't. Controls. Yes, please. I don't want to customize them. I just want to remember. Okay, that is B. Anyway. Okay, so I was thinking the right one. I just wasn't using the right one. I still wasn't using the right one. Okay. Let's hope those silly deaths were the last ones. Press left trigger to fly towards a grappling point. Ooh. That's a new ability. Nice. Okay. Whee. Always fun when those buttons are... those are mechanics you find in other games and they put different buttons on it. It tends to get me confused. Okay. I know this is probably not the way we need to go for the story, but I saw a floof. Floofs are things we can collect to then upgrade our abilities. So whenever I do see a way of getting to one, I will try and do that. Meaning I will get sidetracked from the main road where the game wants me to take. Yes, I didn't need that error. You want me to go that way? Okay, then I'm quickly gonna go check what's over here.
Gotta move quickly now.
Hi, Peggy! Oh no, that is the way you want me to go. Oh, the arrows is just to show that there is a thingy thing I can grapple onto. Okay. Why is there one above my head here, though? I do believe this is where we came from, isn't it? Yeah, this is where we came from. Silly Izzy, you didn't need to go this way. Alright. So I guess this way it is. It wants me to go there, so let's see real quick what's over here. Yeah, I know, I've seen it. Oh. Left trigger, left trigger, left trigger, and floof! Yay, more floofs. And that gave us the chance to get another upgrade. So currently I don't have many choices. I'm gonna go for the Stigma Bane because that means if I put a weave on an enemy, they should be taking even more damage now. And seeing I didn't like combat, if I can shorten the time that I have to spend in combat, I'm definitely gonna do that. I'm kind of sad that the combat doesn't feel as great as a lot of the rest in the game does and looks. Because I think it does have a core in it that is really well thought of. It's just, yeah.
Wait up. That floating island is the gator?
Yes, my darling Hazel, I do believe that floating island is the gator that we're hunting. Oh, wait, there was another path here as well. Yes, of course, it's a floating island we're going after. Ooh. More floof. Love how they call them floofs. Because, let's face it, they don't look as floofy as you think when you hear the name floof, but... if I hear the name floof, I think of the floofs that I make, my plushies. Not about something that is light-based. No, that trigger, is he? And that takes us to a combat arena. So, yay! We're starting to kick off. I've got to unravel the other enemy. Unraveling an enemy actually gives you extra health and everything. So it's definitely a thing not to forget. Was a short one, and apparently I still know how to do the combat, even after not playing for a week, so that's a good thing. Because let's face it, I would very much be capable of forgetting. Alright, so... that's where it came from. So I'm guessing this is where we're going?
Head to the church.
Oh! That was deeper water than I expected it to be. Oh. Private property. Keep out. Caution. Gator. Warning. Beware of dog. I'm pretty sure I should be worried more about the giant-ass gator that is being promised to me than about a doggo? Question mark? Doggos tend to be nice, right? I like doggos. So I'd expect them to be nice. At least. That's more floof. Ooh. Not. Maybe Patricia was right. I should put down the bottle. But when I was fishing by the shack last night, I swear I saw a catfish about as big as a Cadillac. Swam right past me and winked with a strange eye. Said, "What a beautiful night this is, mon ami." I just sat there like a slack-jawed ass. It zoomed away, just laughing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you.
Leave these people alone. Got them questioning their sanity.
Is this a gumball pot?
When's the last time someone lived in here?
That looks like a good pot to make gumbo. Can I open this door? cannot. So we need to find another way to the other side of the house. To get that floof over there. But we did have another path. So let's see how that... where that takes us. Oops, left trigger. Not the right one. That indeed takes us to the other side of the house. Another floof. And another note. Grocery list. Beer, bait, chocolates for Patricia to say sorry. Steak, taters, chips, cherry twist, or beer. Of course, beer.
Beer twice, sir.
Maybe you should lay off the... you know. Maybe you should indeed lay off the bottle. But then again, he did really see the talking giant catfish. That was not a figment of his imagination. So I can get here, but where does this take me? Does it take me to anything useful? Besides back to the front of the house. Well, just like in WoW, trees are in the way. So let's just go pass around this way then.
Exploded mushrooms? Well, that's no fun.
It's kind of funny though. Come on, Hazel. You have to admit, exploding mushrooms are kind of that. If I can use that in combat, that would be amazing. Left trigger. Left trigger. Left trigger. Left trigger. Oh, well, hello there, Mr. Cow. Or Mrs. Cow, better said. What are you doing on the roof? I'm pretty sure cows should not be on the roof, should they? Left trigger, right trigger, and then move on. And also, coffins should not be sticking out of the wall like that. Ow! And I should not have stayed on this spot for that long. It didn't kill me, but
That's
still.
from the trailer too.
More stuff from home. Again in a spider
Some
web.
sort of drawing.
This picture, I could kill a man. Something's gotta change. I feel like a thread being pulled far too taut, trying to make the world a better place. Not for me, for her. I have to keep these kids safe. I wish I could do more.
That sounds so hard. Mama must have seen some pretty messed up stuff. I struggled with just seeing what Benji went through.
Uh-huh. Her mom sounds like she is working at a Child Protective Services or something like that. And Hazel did very much struggle with her mom spending all of her time at the shelter. I think seeing these memories of her
Get up there
mom
and ring that bell.
are making her realize why her mom did it and maybe also understand it a bit better. I mean, I personally can understand. I got some friends also that are working in that field to study together with me. So most of us are, yeah, you know, a bit like that as well. We want the best for the people that we take care of. even if that sometimes means working overtime and not necessarily always thinking about what is good for ourselves. It's something that they taught us at school as well, to really, really keep an eye on that, so you don't overwork yourself, so you can actually do the job longer. Now doing my internship, for instance, I do see a lot of people that are suffering from burnouts or other mental exhaustion and stuff. Healthcare is an amazing field to work in, and I'm very excited to finally get my diploma and actually start doing that job. But I also know it won't be an easy job. And it's going to be a job where I sometimes will have to pace myself, because unfortunately you can't always help everyone, no matter how much you want it. And that's going to be hard, because I too am somebody that wants to help everyone and sometimes forget about myself. I'm learning how to deal with that and do better on that front, also after some stuff that I've been going through. But it's not always easy to first think about others and then first think about yourself and then others when you see some of the situations you see at work. And it feels like the mother of Hazel in this game is also very much seeing things like that she struggled with. And Hazel seems to start to understand that now, which is good. And also, hey Alicia, how are you? Ow. Can I use this to get on top of this place? I can indeed. Whew, that was just in time. How are you doing, Alicia? Hope everything is alright with you and the kids.
Jeez, I felt that in my chest.
Well, Catfish, if you'd help, I'd probably be faster. Yeah. I love how the music went all gospel, choir, organ, musical style the moment we got closer and closer to the church. Hi, Tuto Tom!
What the hell?
Hurry up! Jump!
Yeah! Hi! Yeah, the catfish is chef's kiss. He's my favorite so far.
You said he'd run away.
I might have been misinformed.
Yeah, think? Yeah, my bad. I may have been misinformed.
To find them all, Hazel edged closer to the river bend where her house must have washed away. Closer we got, the more I remembered those tales about gators as big as houses. But I always thought folks were exaggerating.
That one was bigger than a house.
Hazel
Just
had to cross
saying.
the flooded land to reach the bend in the river, where they passed, and an old friend rose up like sunken secrets. But the terrorizing legend of Two-Toed Tom still cast a chilling shadow over us.
Oh, we find the voodoo doll.
While Two-Toed Tom might have stirred up a mess round these parts, the storm sure done far worse.
The tasty pig. Yeah, so this all started with a storm where our house got washed away. Have a duty. Next page. I'm not sure about the update I did this week for the game, but it seems to have made my loading screens longer. Although I have a feeling I hear audio from what's about to happen after the loading screen.
I have to let you off here.
You chicken.
No. You know how the water's starting to smell like pig shit? Well, I'm breathing that.
So is she.
Oh, that's nasty.
The flooding must have overflowed the hog farm sewage again. Your house might have got caught on that away.
I love that
River
eye
bends
on the
down,
catfish. Looks a bit
but you'd have to go
steampunkish.
over Two-Toed Tom's stomping grounds to get there.
Oh, shit. Ain't there another way around?
But we was gonna have to deal with all manners of critters, darling. The straightest way to your mama is through there.
Whoa.
Oh, and try not to get ate.
Gee, thanks. Good advice.
Time to fill the bottle and deal with that giant gator.
Okay, so we're filling bottles again. Yeah, no. I didn't mean to fall in the water. Can I do something with the piggy? The cow, sorry. That's it, that cow. You already had a cow on the roof? I'm pretty sure there's a children's song about a cow being on the roof of a house. Don't know how it goes, but I vaguely remember something like that. I know in the Netherlands we have a song about a horse in the hallway. But I vaguely remember there being something about a cow on a roof as well. In English, though. Yep, that's not something we can walk in. Where does the game want me to go?
Hazel.
Oh, over there. I do see gators here. Oh yeah, I did not see that at all. Sheesh, that's tiny. Running in their footsteps.
Is that from our house?
Ooh. I'm having some synchronization issues with the audio.
Crouton?
Not at all! Or at least he looks like
Never
one.
thought I'd be so glad to see you.
You're the only thing I have left of my mama. Until I find her. Which I will.
No. Oh!
What's up? I don't believe this. And this ain't even the weirdest thing I've seen today.
No! He's so cute!
I guess you didn't like being lost and alone either, did you? Maybe you can help me. You can scooch into small spaces I can't.
Aw. He's so cute! Sorry. Press right button to control Crouton. Press again to switch back to Hazel. Use Crouton to access areas Hazel cannot reach and interact with various objects. But he's so cute! Aww. Cause Crouton to explore burrows. Hold right button to dispel. Crouton calls out nearby burrow or hidden paths. Hold right button to aim Crouton, then press right trigger to throw. Outside of combat, throw Crouton to access areas that Hazel cannot reach. Ooh! And it looks like he can unravel things as well. Well, damn. He's a little handy fellow. Crouton controls a targeted enemy for a brief period, using its attacks and abilities against other enemies. Oh. So I can also cast him on enemies, so that they fight for me for a little while. Got it. I'm quickly turning on some lights, because all of a sudden it's getting a bit dark in here. Sorry about this. But else, it's getting slightly too dark for my liking. At least for streaming. There we go. That's better. So Crouton can go into burrows, can go to areas we can't reach, and he can take over enemies for a short amount of time. Nice. That's a big human over there. Okay, right button to cast Crouton. And now we can walk around. Oh, look at him! He's so cute!
Too big. Hey, but I bet you could squeeze in there for me.
And he's not just here, have some cute little plushie that's completely and utterly useless. He's actually useful. Hi, Turtle and Frog. Oh, they have a little house over here. Ooh. There we go.
Weird little guy, but useful.
Oh. Can I go back in? Because we didn't see everything yet, did we? This burrow is so adorable. This is so cool. Be careful with pieces of yourself. Dispose of things like clipped hair and nails with knowledge that they can be used for both good and evil. Giving the burrower someone's hair can be used for a lust spell or even to cause chaos in their life. The body holds power even when separated. This is actually something I've heard mentioned before in other stories. I know it's something that Terry Pratchett also used in some of his books, in the Discworld books, where he talked about, for instance, the Wizards of the Unseen University having a little bowl to hold their toenail clippings and their nail clippings in general, so that nobody else could get the hold of it. And for those that have read The Hawkfather, a similar thing gets explored there when it comes to the teeth of that the Tooth Fairy gathers. So it's really cool to see little pieces of folklore like that actually being used in different styles of folklore and myths from all around the world, and not just, for instance, the European stories that I'm used to. But this is the Deep South, this is Louisiana, this is the Bayou. It's a totally different culture, different way of life, but they still have similar ideas in their myths and legends, and that's one of the reasons why I really like all these stories and love to read them, love to learn about them. I mostly have fairy tales and myths and legends and stuff, books about those from Europe. I've got 1 or 2 books from South America, from Bolivia specifically, a friend of mine, I know Iceland is Europe as well, for instance, but I got 2 little booklets with 25 horror stories and fairy tales from Iceland that a friend of mine brought from there when he went on vacation there. I got the Fairy Tales of Grimm, of Hans Anders, of Anders. So the classic stories, and even the original versions of the stories, of which most of them are actually quite gruesome if you think about it. So I don't think it's fully surprised me that the first folktale here had as gruesome of an ending as it did. It's something that is apparently very much a theme within fairy tales and folk tales all around the world, and not just here. When I was a kid, I also read some from China, from Africa, and I really at some point want to expand my library of books with myths and legends from all around the world. So having this game now is also a way to learn about the myths and folklore from the Deep South, which is one of the main reasons why I really wanted to try the game. And then I saw all the rest with it, like the art style and the music, and I just fell in love even more. Hey, crocodile, leave that cow alone, will ya? Hiya, cow! Okay, that's kind of cool. Where did the gator go? Did I scare him off? I think we scared him off. Oop. I no longer see the gator. Can he walk in the water? No, he can't. Okay, good to know. So just like Hazel, he's allergic to water. Oh, we have some goats here. And there's a boat. Some chickens. Another eviction notice on the door, it looks like. Can't get in. Ooh, I can't. But our little buddy can. Come on, Crouton, let's see what's behind here. I love how he walks. It kind of gives me ideas for new plushies that I want to make, potentially. Just like little voodoo doll-like ones. Oh, okay, so he just collected some stuff for us. Alligator petting zoo. Come see the albino gator. Alligator petting zoo? Alicia, you're from the US. Can you please explain this one to me? An alligator petting zoo? That sounds like a bad idea. I'm not sure. I don't think we would do that here in Europe, at least. Yeah. It sounds like a very, very bad idea. Hiya, gator. Are you one of the petting zoo gators so I can pet you? Me, I like all animals, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna go around petting all of them. And it does have signs everywhere to beware of said gators. Wait, I can throw Crouton at an explosive, but then he explodes. Tourist attraction prosperity Prospero Ministry. Travel safely. Prospero Attractions. Auntie Belle's Diner. World's largest beach. Monarch Cotton and Tasty Pig Factory. And then there is the Swopes Alligator Zoo. Which I'm sorry, but that just doesn't sound safe. Ow! Was not expecting that one.
That hurricane really made a mess of things.
Hiya, Gator! You're not gonna come after me, I hope. Alright,
What are you so excited about? You want to go in there?
Go on, little guy. Let's go see what we can find down here. So gonna... that's opening the way here as well. Thank you, little buddy. You're proving yourself to be very, very useful. Even more so than I thought. Ah! Can I jump all the way there? I can. Oh, that's another big floof. Getting close to another upgrade. Nice. Ow! Okay, so even when hovering above it, it will explode and murder me. Well, hit me.
Gotta start filling up this here bottle.
So we have a guy with a guitar, somebody with a book, and somebody being bent over with some kind of a flute, I think? Not sure. But okay, apparently we should be able to find something to fill up our bottle nearby. First things first though, I see another floof, so let's grab that one real quick. And that gives us another upgrade. So, oh, Crouton has an upgrade. Let's see what that one does. When Crouton's control ends, it sets off a strand blast. These are small explosions of strands that damage and push back enemies. That could actually be useful. Tethered strand acts after a pull, inflicts increased damage to enemies. And we still had amplified attack and we charge further, inflicting increased damage over a large area of effect. I haven't really used that all that much, but I'm gonna grab it and see about using it. Yeah, I just did the upgrade game. You're a bit slow on that front. Preacher Jolene. In person, the one and only Preacher Jolene of Prospero. Whosoever believeth in him should not perish. Make a joyful noise. Prospero Ministries, Sunday, August 7 at 8 p.m. Admission prices below. $4 in advance, $5 at the door. Okay. Yeah, all that's coming up in my mind right now is the song Jolene.
You ain't slick. I see you.
I don't like the fact he's so nearby, because he looks way too dangerous and deadly.
Can I get you over there?
Well, I take that as a yes. Oh, wait. Wrong. Hold button. And then.
I I think he's enjoying that a bit too much.
He's going on a little adventure, so of course he's enjoying it. No, we just need to see where we need to go on a little adventure. Okay, that just looks creepy when you're so close to the ground. Yeah, it definitely wants me to continue on as Crouton. But I can't make that jump there. So there has to be something I'm missing here. Oh wait, there's a thing to unravel there. Okay, let's do this again. Go over there. Switch to him, and I totally missed this thing over here. Something tells me this is gonna allow her to get across. Yes. Now here. So that's not a flute or something. That's the baton that the guy in the front of a parade is holding, because he also has like the big hat and everything from those people in parades. And they do have those a lot in Louisiana. At least that's what every movie and series that takes place there wants us to believe. Mardi Gras specifically as well. That lady has... Oh, that's Auntie Belle's, I guess. Today's special peach cobbler. Never had peach cobbler as far as I know. Unless that's called differently here. That's definitely possible as well. Well, let's go into New Combat Arena, because that seems to be the way forward. And it really wants me to use Crouton on enemies.
Oh, shit! You can body snatch hands?
Yes, you can. Ow. Ow. Unravel 1, unravel 2. I think that one was supposed to hit me, but luckily for me it did not. Can he take over that guy? He can take over this guy. Sorry, Crouton, but apparently that was the last enemy I had left. Alright. Was that the last one? Ooh, this is another knot with a memory. Nice! Live music tonight. Jolene. Seriously. Okay. Give me 1 minute. No, we don't want your freaking ads in my chat. So, the first thing I think of every time I see the name Jolene is the song. Well, hello there, Bonito. I'm doing alright. How are you? I've been busy with internship and gaming and making plushies. And of course, keeping an eye on Evercore Heroes, as always.
He started out as a pet of old Farmer Swoops, who'd starve his own kin so they'd behave. Tom's trouble began when Jolene Swope started earning. Old Farmer Swope knew it was a matter of time before she'd run away.
That was Preacher Jolene from way back.
And Mr. Swopes, who has an alligator petting zoo, which I'm still not sure of how I should feel about that. You're doing not so bad at the moment. You had to drop off your dad at the hospital because he broke his collarbone.
Jolene's church is right over
Well,
there.
that's not too
Folks
good.
will be taking shelter.
Not too great. Now you need to reset. I hope your father will be alright. That it's not too horrible.
What's Jolene's got to do with Two-Toe Tom?
Thank you, my friend.
Aw, thanks for the follow. Preacher Jolene, and she's a singer. Come on! Oh, and also... Hi, Giant Head. We do have an ad break coming in right about now. Sorry about that, but that is so that people don't get pre-rolls when they join the stream. So we should be back in a couple of minutes if the ads last that long. They don't always. So I'm just gonna continue playing because I'm just exploring at the moment anyways. And we'll try to leave the big story things for when the ads are over. We'll see if I can get some more floos. Do not feed alligators. Well, I think that's a given. Also, hi goat. Buddies! Okay. Yep. Ba-doo.
Miss Pearl! She's safe!
Well, Miss Pearl apparently is safe. I am quickly gonna check something in settings while the ad break is going anyways. And let's check some of the lore things, if we have anything new in here. Father Swopes. Father Swopes ran the farm with his daughter Jolene after her mother died. He believed that Jolene should honor her father, like the good book says, but he was not an honorable man. Yeah, apparently he raised alligators and made a petting zoo with them, which I hope gets explained because seriously, that's just weird. Though flooded by the hurricane, the Prospero countryside is beautiful, full of stretches of farmsteads and greenery. Hazards, explosive mushrooms. Well, we saw what they did, so... Does it explain our little buddy here? No, just the grapple threads. Oh, the burrows. Curtal is able to venture inside burrows to assist Hazel on her journey. They can contain knots, cores, and other items. Some say the burrows are home to mischievous creatures. Well, the first one we went in, we found a turtle and a frog talking to each other. And the moment we came in, they were like... And they shut up. So, I'm not sure how much I trust those. Let's see, did I wanna... Yes, I did want to change something, check something here. Nope, that's all good. I'm just gonna do that one a bit lower. And we're just gonna... Oh, it triggered a cutscene.
Miss Pearl!
Hazel! Oh, thank God!
Here, let me help you inside. How did you get here?
Bo, pick me up in that flat bottom boat of his.
Is that Preacher Jolene?
Hazel, where's your...
Not with you, Jolene?
Not since yesterday. Folks didn't want her to leave. Some don't trust no one but her. Wait, Lacey never got home?
Oh, baby.
She was late. And then the storm, and then our house in the river, and I wasn't fast enough to catch the trailer.
Baby, breathe. You can't blame yourself for that. Ain't
Welcome back,
nobody
everyone. Sorry I
outrunning
triggered the
flood
cutscene.
waters.
I thought maybe you got to her before I could.
I'm so sorry, honey. Something big as a trailer would catch at the river bend down yonder. Lacey had friends who could have helped her. Some you might not know about.
Who?
Not my place to tell you if your mama didn't.
Then I'm just gonna have to keep on looking on my own.
Why don't you stay till we get news? You can't just stroll out, not with two-toed Tom on the loose.
You know something about Tom, don't you?
Tom
We know
used to
she
be my
does.
daddy's pet. Well, no one ever thinks they're serving Satan, but somehow he gets his business done. Folks are still straggling in.
I gotta find Mama.
It's not safe out there, Hazel.
If I was the one missing, she wouldn't stop looking. Take good care of them.
I'll pray for you then. Stubborn, just like her mama.
I have to make my way across this village if I want to
Just
keep
like
filling
her
my
mom.
bottle.
Yeah. Prospero Ministry, run by Jolene and serves as both a church and community shelter, providing things like hurricane care packages, clothing drives, and food drives. Jolene and Lacey became friends through community outreach and often worked together. So it is the same Jolene as the one we just saw leaving her father. Staple in the Prospero community, Jolene does community organizing through her ministry. The church serves as a shelter during hurricanes. She and Lacey met through social services, well, can't speech, and they are now close friends and collaborators. Alright. Oh, a doggo! Can we pet it? Aw, we can't pet the doggo. Boo. Oh. There you go, little buddy. You are just too adorable for your own good. Oh, hi, Mr. Trash Panda. And that gave us a little bit of more loot. Ah! Is there anything else around here that we can interact with or use or do something with? Ow! Not from the looks of it. Okay. Well, I guess Roll and everyone is safe in here, so we can continue looking on for Mama. I don't like the looks of this. I think jumping on the car might be a good idea. That gives us a bit of a higher starting point for this. Fly over. There we go. All the pretty sunflowers. And... every way. And once the floof behind you. Note. Babe, how are you sleeping? I've overheard like 6 people say they ain't slept well since Tuesday. It's almost a week. Everyone is having the same dream. Some kind of fog and a feeling of despair. I'm running, but don't get nowhere. Then it's just empty. I wake up feeling cored out and hollow. Yeesh.
That's weird.
You can't say that again. That doesn't sound like any fun dreams at all. That sounds like a freaking nightmare. And one that leaves you tired when you wake up, so that's never a good sign. So left button. Oh, that gives us a thingy to swing from. Whee, yoink. Ah! Oh, that threw us straight into a... Ow. Yep, more enemies spawned. Okay, so Krypton, can you take over that guy? Okay, I can unravel this one. Ah, too late. Ow! I was too early with dodging there. I still can't use that. Okay, I need the healing thing. I keep forgetting I can do that, and I keep forgetting I can do that, and then that, and then... Oh, that's undodgeable. Oh, undodgeable, that is it. That's the last one. I'm getting better at the combat in this game, or they did something with the last update that made it better. That is definitely a possible as well. But the combat does feel better this time around. Which I'm glad. Because it could then just mean it was a little bit of a learning curve and me having to get used to it. Because I do really enjoy every other aspect of this game so far. There's something on the roof there. Can I... Left trigger. Ah, almost. So I could potentially use this thingy up here. I can indeed. There we go. And then it looks like we're going over there. Also, there's more giant heads in this area. Interesting. Further up. Up. Is there something here that Krypton can do something with? Not that I can tell. Wait. That's a mouth harp. Oh, it's a freaking mouth harp. Okay. Where do we need to go? This direction, it would seem. I love that it's a choice whether or not you want to use the, you know, the navigational thingy. Oh, hi! may be getting a bit too close to comfort indeed. I have a feeling that Giant Gator is gonna be like a boss fight, so I do hope I'm used enough to combat and everything in this game by now. Because if I'm not, this is gonna be a very interesting boss fight. Next up, I think... Oh, wait, no, I don't have to use Crouton to get across. I can just... What are you? Slughaint. What are these new kinds of haint? A misshapen lump of haint that births larva haints and emits a damaging blast. It's also capable of burrowing into the earth to escape or prepare surprise attacks. Disrupt the burrowing using weed. What if I... Okay. Definitely want to use these on this guy. Oh. Yeah, little one, help me out a little bit. Yeah. Unravel. Ow. Okay. That's empty. We'll fill that up after this. Whoop. Okay, so let's see. Can we... We can have the little guy take over the big one. So that takes down that one. Ouch. Let's use the big guy again. Ow. Where's the Healy thing? I haven't used it yet. Only use it once in combat. That's another one down. Up a little bit and murdered that guy so I can heal up a little bit more. Okay. Now we are semi-okay. Do that and then... combat done. And this is another story echo. Nice! Let's see. What happened after Jolene left the house? Also, this area gets gorgeous when you're going after the story stuff. Just visually, this game is so good.
When Jolene moved out, mean old Swopes come round to force her to come home. He starved poor Tom, so that when Swopes rang the dinner bell, Tom went crazy with hunger. Jolene was scared, all right, but she was done being scared of what her daddy was gonna do to her.
That little alligator can't be the same one that's chasing me.
Can it? Bell. We rang that bell. Ooh. Maybe the one we rang reminded him of the one that Jolene controls?
Bottle's
And
only
that's
half
what
full.
it went wrong?
I might get a better view from the top of Monarch Cotton.
There's a lot of bottle tree here as well. Which is I really like how they are not just like a one-time thing, they're in more places. More lore stuff. This is the 5th Sunday in a row those McAllister kids have come to church all on their lonesome. Clothes dirty, hair uncombed, ribs showing. The oldest one has bruises, and when I ask what happened, she gets a hard set in her jaw. About time I reached out to the special branch of social services.
You can always count on Jolene to notice when folks need a hand. Hope those kids are okay.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing, Hazel. I know of someone I know, streamer from Norway, who also focuses a lot on accessibility, Arefia. Amazing person. She also played this game last week for the first time, and she actually made a post about it on her Instagram story, saying, if you're expecting for like a cozy game when this is the game you're starting to play, yeah, it's not. With actually a picture of her, I believe, even crying. And to be fair, that first story did really not sit well. So the story between Rhubarb and Benji. I haven't had the moment yet where I'm like, I'm gonna cry, but reading these stories about the kids and everything, yeah, I can see how some of that stuff really can hit home, and why this game also has a trigger warning for people, that if you are mentally maybe not ready to deal with feelings of sorrow, guilt, even death, this might not be the game for you at that moment. Which is also, I do believe I have the trigger warning tag on my stream, just to be sure. He certainly wasn't a good man, but I've long since forgiven him. Far more quickly than I've been to forgive myself. I know I did wrong, but in all honesty, I don't know that I care. I've more than done my share of good on this side of it all. I hope it counts for something. Is this about Joe's penance? So that could be Jolene that wrote it. Is this about something she did to her father?
I guess we all got regrets of some kind.
Oh, look at that old gramophone. Awesome. Money. Preacher Jolene of Prospero. Our very own Jolene. So this is Jolene's house, it looks like. Well, it would make sense with the memory we saw just now as well. Let's see what's around here. If there's something behind the house that we can do something with. Doesn't look like it. So that's where it came from. I'm guessing then this is where we're going. Now we have a piggy laying on its side. A very big one. Missing Michaela Dutreville. Missing since July 2020. Have you seen this child? Reward for information. Any information, please contact the sheriff.
Bo.
How cow? Wait.
Thanks for getting Miss Pearl to safety.
Where is he? Is Bo here? Is our buddy Bo here? Oh, there he is! Hello, Bo! Bo was one of Hazel's neighbors at the start of the game. And there's his doggo.
Good boys. Now you make sure to wake Bo if Tom gets too close.
His two doggos. Okay, so we have this one. Ow! Push it against. No! That's not what we wanted. Okay. Can we first get rid of that one? Because I don't trust it. Then left button on this thing. Apparently really standing close to whatever. Oh, no, that's because he's in the way. No. Okay, what's on the roof? Oh, it's a floof. That's another 20 of those. I'm not so sure what to think of that head over there with the crown. It looks slightly off, slightly odd. There isn't two more of those things over there. And they are places where sorrow and everything gathers the most, so that is where we're gonna have to fight some more enemies again and get more memories. Meaning that's the direction we're supposed to go. Now the question becomes, how do we get there? Okay, I think I see the path. Don't get eaten by the alligators. Watch out for the thorns. And then get over here. The world is quite open, but at the same time also very linear in the game, I've noticed. Because there's a lot of places that you can see, but you can't get to. Something tells me I should not get hit by whatever that thing is when we're crossing. Okay. Hiya, turtle.
Not a shit sprinkler. Ugh. Breathe in this stinking ass field.
Good, we didn't get hit by it. Oh, there's a floof over there. And I just saw health coil replenish, so that tells me we are close to another arena. Yay, more fighting. And we get another upgrade before we do that. Let's do the Crouton one, because we use that one more often. Haven't really used the strand thingy all that much. So it seems kind of pointless to get that one. Tasty Pig, Meat Processing and Distribution Center. Okay, now what? The thing. Wait, not over there? Crap. Don't you dare hit me. I don't want to be covered in poop. Okay, so the game wants me to go this way. That looks like something I can climb up. Well, she was talking about wanting to get higher up, so maybe this is what she was talking about. Sorry, Burbs, need to come through. And the corner, and further up. Up, up. Oh, there. Oh no, that's the...
Looks like more stigma over there by the old farmstead.
Oh, this is monarch cotton. So this is supposedly a cotton plant then, I'm guessing. So you want me to... Then what? Jump all the way down there? Okay, if you say so. But there's no way I can get past this, can I? I can open the doors. Okay. Okay, we can do that.
Looks like y'all weathered the storm pretty well.
Yeah, piggies look like they're doing well. It's 5 more floof. All these piggies look like cows though with their spots. Jesus Christ, piggy.
Squeal it. You'll attract the gator. Oh my gosh, please shut up. Please. I'm trying to help you.
Oh crap! I think we just fed the piggy to the gator.
Wait, hey, no, asshole. That was a cute pig.
Oh, shit, what kind of cute piggy?
Damn fool thing. Rest in peace.
Okay. Like, okay, rest in peace, bye, let's continue. That's a bit callous. Should have known that was gonna happen to the piggy. Is there anything else here still? Not that I can tell. I have a feeling I'm missing stuff here and there, but I also really am curious to see where the story is gonna go, so I currently don't feel like exploring every nook and cranny just yet.
I need a shower so bad. I am covered in doo-doo water.
And from what I understood, once you've actually finished the game, you can go into a New Game Plus or at least chapter select stuff, so I can always come back to find the things I'm not gonna get during the stream. Left trigger. Trigger it in. And that's another combat. So this is gonna be another memory, I'm thinking. Here. You become friendly. Unraveled. Ooh, and that actually made it so this dude's unstoppable attack did not hit me. It's not the end of the combat yet, though. Ow. Can I have my little buddy take over? Actually, I wanted this to. Oh, crap. That's two unravel. Ah, too late. You only get a short period to unravel these. Ow. Ow! Was that the last one? Yeah, that was the last one. Oh crap, I'm seeing the first mosquito of the year on my screen. And it's a real one. It's getting attracted by my screen. But my windows are all closed. How the heck did that one get in? Mosquitoes are here. Okay, so this was just a normal arena fight thingy. Okay, so that's the way you want me to go. Okay, that's... Okay, we'll get in there through the following. Anything else here? Something for our little buddy maybe, like a burrow? Not for what I can tell. No crouton then.
Conveyor belt's dead. Needs power.
Where does the power lead? Okay, we'll go. Oh, okay. Oh. I'm pretty sure that's gonna fall into the leaky water. Okay, that gives us a platform to stand on, but that also means we are gonna have to be quick so we don't get hit by the geyser of poop. Ah! Ooh, that was too close, but we made it. We found the alligator petting zoo. Seriously, if there's an American in my chat right now, can you please explain to me, why do you guys have alligator petting zoos? Are they a real thing? Because, I mean, I know we have alligator at the zoo, but we don't get to pet them or anything, because, you know, dangerous animals and stuff. But is this a thing that maybe really exists in the US? Because I know we do things differently over here. Maybe see things differently as well. Hi, Piggy. I'll try not to get you fed to,
Old Smokes Farm. Been abandoned for years.
clear the stigma around the farm. Okay. This one, and apparently I can push and shove it. But I have no clue where I would want to take it. Oh, not this one. Okay. Oh, it resets its location as well. Good to know. But it can get us to the floof over here. Can it get us anything else besides the floof? From what I can tell. Yeah, his health coil replenish means everything in that combat area nearby. Ow! Well, that's not nice. Ba-doop-doo. So we have an arena to fight in over there. What else do we have here? I first want to check a little bit around here what we have before going into the arena over there. Unless something tells me I just need to go in there either way. There's not really much else I can do currently. Ooh. Well, that's not creepy at all. Door that opens up on its own. And I believe also closes on its own. None of the doors in this game have done that so far. Spiderwebbies everywhere. Don't tell me I'm stuck in this house now. Okay, no. It opens and closes whenever I get close to the door. Honor thy father and mother, so that thy days will be long. Jo's out singing those songs, using that voice of hers for things other than praising the Lord. With her mother gone, she should be home, cooking and cleaning, helping me around the property. I am the head of this household. She's embarrassing me.
Don't be an asshole about your kids' hopes and dreams. Jeez.
Yep, I do agree with that. And from these images, I'd say the only real kid and love that he had was his gator. The big fellow outside. Jesus, there's a lot of pictures of that critter on the walls. This house is still creaky and stuff as well. Yep. I see something to interact in here. Ooh, it's a flute! And that's an old Singer sewing machine. It may not say Singer, but that's definitely the way those looked. That's cool. More spider webs. Bunny on the wall. Oh, another letter. Anna May saw him standing there under the willow tree, glistening with sweat, hair tousled by the gentle summer breeze. His dust-covered skin awash in the warm colors of the dying day. He grinned at her, taking a well-loved handkerchief out his back pocket to swipe at salty runnels above his eyes. Ain't you just the prettiest thing God done had his hand in creating? Her feet moved as if on their own, bare feet fleeing across the cool grass, crashing into his broad chest and strong arms. You came back, she choked out, eyes hot with tears. He kissed her forehead gently. I said I would, didn't I? And I ain't never lied. Aww.
Oh,
Somebody was
my.
reading some smut.
Someone wrote that in a tizzy. Go on ahead, girl.
Alright. I think we've seen and read everything we can in the house. So let's go outside again. So we have a fight over there and we have one over there. Let's go for this one first, because that's a small one. The other one is one, again, with a knot that we have to unravel for story purposes. Oh, this one seems to be too. Okay. And I hope there's not a specific
Let's go.
order.
Got a bottle.
And we have a new enemy that just spawned, from what I can tell. Ow, that was not what I was planning on letting happen. Oh! You're one of those. Recover way too quick. Let's grab me one of those again with Crouton. Ow! Oh crap, this is not good. Heal up. Let's hit that one and then. That one was on the ground again. Okay, that's this one unraveled. Okay, I do have to I have the feeling combat is very slightly better now. Ow, 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 ow! Bad boy, go away. And now we have one left from what I can tell, and I did notice if I do this, I can still attack them. But Crouton makes it so that they won't attack back, which is actually a pretty good thing. Okay, let's unravel another piece. Oop. That was a bit of a blurry image there.
Jolene's guilt got the best of her, despite telling herself it wasn't murder. If her daddy didn't punish her and Tom all those years, they wouldn't have done what they did. She vowed to dedicate herself to good works and let the Lord sort it out.
Can't believe Jolene's the one who set Two-Toe Tom free.
I was right. She used it to. Okay. I mean, if your dad's abusive to you, I sort of can get why you want revenge.
Bottle's almost full. Just
But
one more should do it.
maybe you shouldn't set a murderous alligator on him. Seems a bit excessive. Not true. I guess I can't judge because I've never been in a situation like that, so I don't know what I would do, but it seems a bit excessive. Ah! Okay, I had already done that, flipped that one. Okay, so we have one more to go. One more combat. Here, put on, have fun. Oh yeah, if Crouton expires, he now explodes, so that's probably good for me. Ow. That one down, and heal me up a bit again. Ow. Okay. That's that one down. Move up a little again. That's that one done. That the last one? It is. Ha. Oof. Okay.
Poor Tom had cried from hunger all the nights his supper was
Oh,
taken.
this is where she set him free.
Some say he once bit his own toes off for something to eat.
Aww.
Imagine when Jolene rang his dinner bell and he saw old Swolf just laying there all
I should have done
juiced.
this one before the other one.
Oh, Jolene. You did it.
I mean, the dude had a comment on mistreating of an animal? Of your family? Some justice had to come his way. Oh! We got a chasing coming again.
Fog again.
Ah! Oh, I actually need to... Okay. Just seeing the arrow is not enough. I actually need to be looking up towards the thingies that I can grapple onto, else I can't grapple onto them. Where? Here? I'm also hearing the gator. Not a fan of that. I have a feeling we've got some more running incoming here. Okay. So far, so good. Break the door. Climb up. And that's our goal. The glowy thingy over there. And the fog can't get to us when we're here. Luckily. Now we can restore the pattern.
Should head towards the pig factory. They said the trailer might have got caught in the river.
The pattern we got last time, we then used on the tree that was Benji to save his ass. So something tells me something similar is going to be happening now, although this is all about two-toed Tom. So maybe we can use it against the giant gator? There's another fighting thingy over there. And that does seem like that's where we're supposed to be going.
I'll do this real quick.
Ow. at least no more larvas coming from that one. You. Oh, it's a little. I got the little one. It's better than nothing, I guess. Ow! That is not entirely what we wanted. Where's... Oh, the healing coil is over there behind the big guy. That's not good. Ow! Okay, that's that one down, and that... A bit to unravel, which then heals me. You're almost down too, so bam bam. Heals me for a little bit more. And then on to the next one. Ow! You stop it. Murder that one. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, my boy. Goes to Explodey. No! No! Fuck! One more hit and then you should be dead. Alright. That should destroy all the creepy goopy stuff all around here. Where was it that we came from? That's where we came from. So apparently this is where we're going. Still going the right way? No, I'm not. But this looks like something I can get past as well. Anything interesting down here? There's not a bottle tree here. This is not where we came from, though, is it? No, it's not. Huh. Just has a pretty little wattle tree as well. The game says go this way. Over the pile of poop. Okay. Her jumps are musical. I don't know if you can know this, and if not, it probably looked very stupid. But every time I double jump, there is a choir singing on the second jump. And it seems to form a song of some kind. There's still some stigma and crap lingering here.
That door needs power. Ugh, God, it smells awful out here.
Oh, little buddy. Can't help us out again. Hi, piggies. But... oh, here. We have an ad break again. Although that's actually good. I'm gonna be right back myself. Just a few minutes while you guys enjoy the ads. So, see you in a few minutes. I'm back! And the ad should be gone, so let's continue. We just turn on the generator. Let's see what this door opens. I said I wasn't gonna get sidetracked by everything. I guess I was wrong.
Oh god. That explains the smell.
What?
That's so bad, I can taste it.
Yay, floofs. Well, weather the smell for the floofs, right?
Awful way to go.
Oh my.
I'm gonna have to get through there somehow, ain't I?
That's a lot of dead piggies. Jesus. What the actual... Oh, yeah.
You're up, Crouton.
Your turn, little buddy. Looked like there was a side path, but there isn't. Ugh. Okay, so we somehow need to make sure that me as Hazel can get here. Which currently we can't. Because this is where we need to use our bottle. Last time that made it so that we could climb up the tree. Something tells me this time that means we're gonna be fighting Crouton. The big bad gator. Okay. Can you hit that button? Thank you, little buddy. Ugh.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Don't throw up. Don't throw up.
Look, I like my meat, and I know that piggies need to be bred for that, but this is just excessive and not how that's supposed to be done. And there we use the pattern we just created. And we open up onto the next part of the story.
After Jolene let Tom go loose, he discovered the pig farm.
Oh.
How had Swoops kept this miraculous place secret from him? Tom ate everything he could clamp his jaws on. He didn't care if it was a pig or a washing machine. If you go hungry when you're young, you never trust your next meal. You'll eat even if you're full, just in case. Tom never felt like he'd ever have enough.
Hurt people hurt people. That's what Mama says.
It's sort of right. A lot of people
Lots of bad folks were
times.
mistreated when they were little.
Oh. It's not necessary to be mistreated as a kid to then turn into a bad person. Some people have been mistreated and turned into really good people. But in a lot of the bad people cases, yeah, some trauma does partially tend to be the reason for it. Left button. Button. And that gives us another upgrade. Currently we can only get one. So I wonder when we're gonna be unlocking more. No, not too close to that one. Okay. Seems like we're going this way. Go away. Okay. That's gone. Okay. And then that one. We think it went there. That one. Oh, try this first. Left trigger here. Throw it at that. Left trigger again. Throw it a little bit higher. And then try this again. Good. Send in it, but it's not gonna work. We're climbing up. Fiddler.
That's my house. Mama!
Wait. The yellow one is our house? Is it? Oh shit. Well, she's swearing. And now we no longer have a house. So, Hero? I see a health coil over there. I think this whole big open arena here is where we're gonna be fighting our first actual boss fight. Two-toed Tom, insatiably hungry.
Go, you big bastard!
Wait, how do you want me to? Double jump and glide to avoid his attack. I don't get it. Ow. What the?
Oh, the church bell! He's Ropes' bell had him doing tricks.
How the heck am I supposed to attack this dude? Because if I'm getting close, he numbs me. Okay. What the actual fuck?
Go, you big bastard!
Oh, I'm pressing wrong buttons. Yeah, that's not gonna work then.
Oh, the church bell! He swallowed it? Ropes' bell had him doing tricks.
Huh? Oh! Okay, now I get it. Okay. Okay. Ow.
Before he gets up. No, the bill!
Sick green sky and tornadoes flying. How much longer until the river's rising?
Ow.
Birds fall silent and the critters are hiding. When mucky swamps and dusty lands colliding.
Oh, fucking hell, camera. Can you actually cooperate here? Okay. Okay, we have a health thingy here. I'm gonna grab it because I'm gonna need it.
Give it a ring and
Forgotten twisted things and lonesome dreams. Blood steers up. What's
Ow!
Bell's pointless. It's raging. It's not the right time. You better cough up my house right now. Not much time.
Yeah, okay. Okay, but I get it now. Am I doing it fully or from this point on? Oh, I don't have to do the whole thing again. Okay, when he's raging, I can't really do much. I was dodging sideways, but okay. The jump gliding thing that it says there to avoid his attacks doesn't really seem to work. But at least we don't have to do the whole... I was not within...
Cough up my house right now.
Oh, that was too early. God damn it. Okay, that was my bad. I should not use the bell until he's on land there. It doesn't feel like I can dodge those. Oh wait, I dodged it there. And I dodged that one. Okay. So yeah, it's all about the timing there, it looks like.
You better cough up my house right now.
Wait for him to get to the land, because he does it on his own. Then use that one.
The wolf.
And go ham on the wound. Okay. And now, ow. Ow, 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 come on, come on, come on, come on! I healed just in time, though. But it's the only heal I have on this little island, so... Ow, I should have dodged the other way. Wait for him to emerge. trigger that one.
There.
And then wail on the wound until we're at that point. Okay, this is the exact same sequence as earlier.
There he goes.
The storm has stung, but the river's raging. Long days been just contemplating what will be when you are sinking. Pulled down by your secret sinning, under waters deep and unforgiven. The past make clear there's no denying what stirs up what's long forgotten, twisted thing and lonesome me. What stirs up what's long forgotten, 'cause
Right off the
Ow! That's a new attack. But at least we now start here with full health. Okay, I avoided his attack. I just also he's gonna spit shit at me again, isn't he?
Can't reach the bell with just my spindles alone. Outfit
The
you.
moment I get these battles, and usually I think I'm semi-decent. You have to look where I'm throwing, apparently.
Out here, tongue scraping a gator.
So scraping a gator. Ow.
Gotta be kidding me.
Rose?
Oh. This might be worse than the pigs.
Oh, we're inside a gator now? Are we finding our house in here? Oh, there's the piggy!
You in here?
It's the piggy we found him!
Gonna have to clear out all that stigma.
A house, a boat, and a church are just meals for Tom, they say. For Tom, they say for Tom. But to Tom,
Okay.
to Tom, it's all the same. And eating well. Patience, patience, patience is all it takes.
Okay, we're gonna do a circle with this one because I see Floof there. Another boat. And then let's climb up the wall over there, I think. Who the heck has been living in here? Because Sutter's will and testament. Well, this is my absurd last will and testament. I ain't got much to my name, but what I got I leave to my daughters, Mandy and Alana. The house and the meager savings in my bank. The life insurance policy goes to them too. You two are the best thing that ever happened to me. I know you will grow up to be even more amazing gals than you already are. I love you two more than life itself, my little corn cobs. Papa Sutter.
That's rough. I wonder how long he was here for. And if his daughters are still in Prospero.
No, okay, that's the way to go. Somebody built like a whole thing in here. That's where we started, isn't it? Okay.
I hope that ain't the top of Jolene's church.
Oh, that's the top of the church that we lured him to, remember? Oh, left her. Where does the game want me to throw this? Okay, there. Left her there to go over to the next side. Reach the wood. Oh, over there. Well, let's go to town on this one. And put the pattern on it.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're gonna get spat out, aren't we? Yep, we got puked out together with the piggy. Hi, Gator. He got scared of the organ. Hi, Tom.
Mom, you in there?
That's our house.
Can you hear me?
That's a lot of yarn. That's a picture of her and her Hazel and her mom.
Little bug. So cute. She was just big enough for the smaller rides. Nervously gripping my hand, but having fun. Vignette crumbs all on her shirt. We never went back. I wish we had more carefree moments like that together.
I wish you were here.
Aww. What? No, Mama. Oh, Piggy. Piggy coming to comfort us. And then Catfish scares it.
Gator fight. I'd applaud if I had hands.
Mama's
Gator.
not in the house. There's just red yarn everywhere.
Red yarn. That means Huggin' Molly's been there.
What?
Who now?
Didn't your grandma ever scare you? Oh, Huggin' Molly's gonna snatch you.
Yeah, to keep me from wandering off when I was little. Old Huggin' Molly steals children, and all she leaves behind is
Red yarn.
red yarn. Wait, is Huggin' Molly real?
All the stories are real, darling.
If Hug and Molly took Mama, why?
Well, Molly takes children no one cares about. Your mama might have gotten her way one too many times.
But there's nothing in the stories that talk about how to find Hug and Molly.
I might know where you could start looking.
Come on.
Phone.
Oh, music stopped.
Hazel had gone into the belly of the beast to find her ma once she reached the river bend, thanks to me. But Hazel's house was covered in red yarn, a sure sign of Molly's child-stealing ways. It looked like she'd got to Lacey first. Maybe Lacey had crossed paths with Molly. Tales of old Molly stealing children weren't just tales. Years ago, when he was no bigger than a minnow, Hug and Molly even snatched Hazel's daddy, Trey. But Bunny got him back somehow. Hazel would have to track down old Molly to bring her ma back. Fortunately, I knew a spot owned by Bunny where she might find some leads.
Hush, hush, sweet cherry. Or in French, chérie. So Bunny is the grandma of Hazel, and from the first moment we saw her in the game, I didn't trust her. And now we learned that she somehow got hugging Molly, who steals kids who aren't cared for, or nobody cares about, to give her son back. That's interesting. Let's see what that's all about. And if this place that Catfish is taking us to right now is indeed somehow linked to her.
Bunny Flood's the only one that ever messed with. Became obsessed and paid cash money to anyone who'd tell her about old Molly's will. Bunny Flood never... But they could...
Wait, you're taking me to Bunny's house? And ain't her house back that way?
Oh, this one's her weekend house. Can't expect rich people to spend Sundays the same place they spend but she don't come much anymore. Scuttlebutt is something bad happened in that house.
You think her house is full of booby traps?
Well, I do hear that in her quest to find Molly, she might have taken some things that weren't entirely hers.
Ooh, she really got you shook.
Darling, listening to my fear is how I got this old.
I hope Bunny isn't there.
Yeah,
That'd be
Catfish
awkward.
just seems to be a bit of a scaredy cat. Ooh, new upgrade. So using any of the other damaging weaved enemies with rending step, amplified attack, amplified rend, or aerial rend heals you slightly. So using some of the special attacks will heal when me. So that's pretty nice. Cast Strand Push just before an attack hits to inflict weave on the attacking enemy. Tethered Strands. So after a strand pull inflicts weave on impacted enemies for a short time. Crouton is controlling an enemy, it deals increased damage. Well, if that's increased damage to whatever other enemy it's attacking, that's fine by me. Hold Y to unleash strands, damaging enemies in a wide area, so that's an AoE. Bob and weave, dodge B twice in quick succession, so better dodge. Unravel's cooldown acceleration effect is improved. And Strand Blast inflict increased damage across a wider area and weave impacted enemies for a short time. So the general ones seem really good. The Crouton one as well. The other ones, we'll see. Hi, Burb. So this place is owned by Bunny, so I do indeed hope we're not gonna run into her. Don't like her, don't trust her, don't want to meet her. Unless it's to smack her in the face. Well, she did also have the Weaver tools that we are now using, and there were notes in her house suggesting that she was trying to figure out how they worked, but she couldn't get them to work. But at the same time, when Hazel told her about, like, hey, I'm seeing this weird thing, she's like, oh, it sounds like you need a rest, and she did, like, this over the shoulder, and you could see this shimmer between the hand and the shoulder, meaning she was using some kind of magic-y shit, which put Hazel to sleep. And the next moment, we woke up and we were locked inside our room, so, you know, there's definitely something untrustworthy about this grandma. Hi, Harem. Sorry, I needed to disturb you.
Look at all that stigma. All right, time to get to work.
Yes. That almost went wrong. Hi, Fox. Something tells me I need to go that way, so I'm gonna go this way first. See what we're finding. Burrow. Go on, little buddy. Let's go in. There's a fox and a beaver. Ow. We weren't done there, but that was not the way to go then. Look around first before we do the thingy thing, grabby the thing. There's another beaver there. More beavers in beds. I'm not sure that's how that works, but it is kind of adorable. There we go. That's that burrow. Visit it and grabby things from it. I see Floof over here. We're gonna need a whole bunch of it now that we've got new upgrades that we can get. Which cost 100 each, it looked like, so that's a lot of monies.
The stories you hear about that Maui.
Oh, well, it doesn't look like we can get there right now, so let's go the other way then. Which is where the game wanted us to go in the first place. And that is another little fighting arena.
Y'all are in my way.
Something's not going well with the audio there. Because you're almost dead. Unravel you so I can burst and also damage the other guy. That one dead. Can I use that one again? Can! And then after that, that's combat done. Nice! And we didn't even need the healing thing here. And that's the stigma gone as well. That's where he came from. Where we couldn't continue down the road, so let's follow this path. There's a fox that wants to show us something. Floof over here. I saw Floof up there somewhere. Lots of thorns. Come on. Ow. I got greedy. What? We got the floofs. Nice. And then we can hopefully just glide all the way over. Yes, we could. And then we can start following the path of the story again.
Another one of Mama's things. What else did I get wrong about you? Is that? No way.
That looks like some jewelry box.
Trey always thought he'd give his wife Bunny's ring. But she refused. Swore I was after the flood money. I'd never tell him, but I didn't want that gaudy ring anyways. We chose something more to my liking together.
Oh.
She doesn't talk about Dad much. Nice to know they didn't care what Bunny thought.
Sounds like they loved each other a lot, so the fact that Bunny didn't like her probably hurt.
The road's washed out.
Oh. Yeah, that's an issue. Oh, there's another path. This is gonna require some precise jumping. And we know I'm not great at that. Ow! Holy Oh, wrong button. Sorry, buddy. Didn't need you right now.
Huh?
Though you are.
Did the storm crash the boat?
Looks like it. Is there something down that path? Not that I can do anything with. Notes. Abel, here's that list we were talking about. Someone's gotta do something about them burrowers. They've been running more boats aground with their scurrying than usual. Iron nails. Important. Iron sheet metal. Important. Permanent marker. Hammer. Iron, not steel. Nearly caught one. Snatched my tools right off my belt. Damnable critters.
Iron. Right. Maybe I should get myself an iron trinket.
No trespassers. Violators will be barbecued even. Okay. I don't fancy getting put on a barbecue, so I guess we'll not go that way. Mhm. Let's pop out for a bit, children. Love the environment. Yeah, the environments are just gorgeous. Oh, but if you were gone for a little bit, we got a new friend. Ah, that's okay. I understood what you mean. That's all that matters. We got a new little friend. Look at him. Isn't he cute? He can go into areas we can't because he's small, and we can throw him to get to areas where we can't go. And he can also take over enemies, which is pretty cool. Is this the way to go? No. And also, we found an alligator petting zoo. You Americans have some weird ideas when it comes to petting zoos. That would never be a petting zoo animal here. Yeah, but a petting zoo. That's where you go to, you know, pet the animals. Who in their right mind would pet an alligator? That's asking for trouble.
Stigma knot. It's got to be here somewhere.
I'm guessing we're gonna need our little buddy for that. Hi, buddies. Some people just don't seem to understand danger until it's too late. Yeah, I mean, I like almost every single enemy. Animal. Don't get me wrong, but the idea of going to a petting zoo where you can pet alligators is kind of odd to me. Something tells me I do not want to touch these beasties. Those look like fire ants. Little chairs again and little booklets and stuff. These burrows are so cute. But that should solve our problem? It seems to have solved. Yes. Is that where we came from then? Oh yeah, that's where we came from. What's over here then? No, left button. Ooh. Is there something up? There is something up here. Nice!
Better grab that.
That's the second health filament. I need to find one more of those for an extra bit of health. Annabelle, we need this sale to go through. Between the weeds waging war on our biggest leaves and the lack of good, reliable folk to lend a helping hand, and the tobacco business ain't what it used to be. Here's hoping Bunny Flood don't look too closely at our numbers. Lord, I don't ask for much. Don't let one bad harvest sink our family name. Abernathy.
You don't stay that rich by being kind.
And that's just the way we... Oh, the other way. We went through that house. Just walk through this, because it's not really there. Okay. That gets us over. Left trigger is gonna get us over here. I don't like some of the places it's making me go through. Okay, that explodies those, so I can at least go on a little bit. Those mushrooms are deadly to us. Literal, well, they damage.
There's Bunny's cottage. Place gives me the creeps.
So that Bunny has a giant-ass mansion, which we saw in the first part of the game. And she also has this cute-looking cottage. And that's where we need to go now. I just want to see what's down here. Oh, that's the flooded road we were supposed to come down. Okay. And I saw something shiny over here. I'm gonna guess that's another thing we can throw cotton to. It's another burrow. Aw, it's a plush bunny. There's a real bunny. Multiple even. These burrows are just so adorable. They remind me of a bit of things like Alice in Wonderland or Mr. Toad. The Adventures of Mr. Toad. They're having tea parties and they're having their little houses there. There's a fox and a bunny living together. There's a lot of red yarn here as well in these burrows. Wait, could it? Wait a minute. I have a theory about these animals here because they all seem to be showing quite human-like behavior. And we know that this Hugging Molly that we're going after currently, she takes away kids who are not being cared for and that nobody cares about, and keeps them with her. What if all these animals in these burrows are those kids? Because according to the stories, apparently that all that's left behind when she takes the kid is red yarn. And all over this place we see red yarn as well. So I'm starting to think that these burrows might be her. Well, the kids that she stole. Is that weird to think that? That's where we came from. That's where we're supposed to be going. And we have another path down here as well. I'm gonna keep an eye on red yarn in those burrows if I see any more. Yeah, it still wants me to go to the cottage. I'm gonna go to the cottage first. And then we'll come down this road, because something tells me that cottage comes first and then that fight. I also think I'm getting close to where I'm gonna be logging off again.
Looks like a lot happened at this old place. Time to fill up my bottle. That's not a good sign.
This place is pretty. Pond with water lilies and then the willow trees.
Here to fix things.
There you go, buddy. that one gone as well. Two. For that one. Oh, it's at full health, so that wasn't really necessary. Ow. Okay, something else is creating these buggers. No. I'm getting too much things in my face currently, and I don't like it. And then that one. Ow! Where's the health thing? There's the healy thing. Ow! Ow! Fudge off! All of you! Yeah, unravel this one. My health back. And then this one. Ooh, memory. I think I'm gonna do the 3 stigmas here and then call it quits depending on how
Parents
things go.
always have favorites, even if they don't admit it. Bunny's favorite was her daughter Cherie, whom she'd hoped to groom into a force surpassing her own one day.
That's the first time we heard that she had a
She
daughter.
wasn't watching her either.
A house. Okay. But that's the first time we heard that there was a daughter as well. Sorry about that. I really hate my nose. Let's first stigma destroyed here. Also, sorry if I sniff a lot. I really
I
can't
didn't
do
know Uncle
anything
Honey.
about it.
Mrs. Pearl swears by it for allergies.
She didn't know about the sister either. The illustrious journalist assigned to Garden Hospitality's latest profile misconstrued a crucial step in the Flood family mead brewing process. It is of utmost importance to simmer, not boil, the honey and water mixture. You must also take care to skim any scuff off the surface as you go. I expect a swift correction and reprint forthcoming. Kind regards, Mrs. Flood. They made mead!
No surprise there.
What else do we have here? Just... okay. Yippee-doo. We need to find 2 more stigma areas. Okay, it's not gonna open just yet, I'm guessing. Ooh, that's a big stigma thing. This is not the way to get to it, though. Can we get inside the house? No, we really do need to do the stigma first. Sorry for those who are not subscribed. You currently are going into a 3-minute ad break. So I'll just explore a bit more. Wait for people to come back before actually going into that fight. See if we can find some more floofs. We can indeed. There's only 5. That's not a lot. Need 5 more floofs for an actual upgrade again. And we have another stigma zone here, which I believe is one of the big ones too. Yeah. Now, what was the one we found earlier? That's the bottle tree of this area, which has a whole bunch of the stigma on it. Is that the same one as the one we saw down here? No, it's not, is it? Wait, no, that's not. That was one. Or is it the same one? And they're just two really close to each other. Nope, this is a different one. This is just a small one, so I can do this one. This is not story related. Another one dead. I knew I was missing an enemy. Welcome back, everyone that had to suffer through the ads. We didn't do much, just went down to this little battle arena because I realized this was not part of the ones that are story related from what I can tell. So figured I can do that while waiting for the ad break to be over. I'm not liking you right now. Go away. And unravel the big thing. So we then can go back to actually doing what we were supposed to be doing. But this does give us a lovely view here. Cleans the water nicely. So that was a good thing to clean up. Textures being a bit wonky there. I did find both the areas around the house that require us to... that we are required to get rid of. If those fights go as easily as the one we just did, that would be nice. I doubt it, but it would be nice. So we have one down the stairs there, and we have one right over here next to the gazebo. You better follow that one. Ow. Oh. Ow! Where did you come from? You go have some fun with her. Oh. I think you still heal now. Okay, that's that one done as well. Come on, come on, come on. Thank you, buddy. You've made my life a lot easier there. There we go. And that should be the last one for this one. Nice.
Now
Let's go,
for
let's go,
another
let's
painful
go.
memory.
Let's see what this memory is. Gazebo.
Even before the accident, Hazel's dad knew Bunny didn't care for him. When his sister got her dress dirty, he was punished for letting it happen.
The fuck?
He didn't complain life was unfair. That's just how things was.
Poor Dad.
Poor kiddo.
Kids make mistakes sometimes.
That's not a kid making mistake. That's the mom making a mistake with how she's raising her kid. Oop. I have not gave him another upgrade. Or allows us to buy another one. I'm gonna start with these. Because they look pretty good. Okay, so that's number 2 done. So Bunny didn't care for her son at all whatsoever. Explains why the son didn't care about his mom and his mom not wanting him to marry who he married, aka his mom. Didn't really need the healing there. Full health, so I can't use the wee bit. Done. So you take over that one. Up. ow, 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 ow. Where's the healing thing? There's the healing thing. Give me heals, give me heals! Okay, that's that one gone and unraveled and everything that needs to be done to it. Okay, that's that one also gone. Come on, come on. One more to go, and that's kind of. That's that one down.
Now for the pattern.
That was number 3.
When his sister got her dress dirty again, Trey tried to rinse her off in the water. I don't believe Hazel's dad meant to do it. He just didn't count on how slippery she'd be. Bunny never forgive him. In a way, Trey lost his sister and his mama.
No!
Oh no. Did Mama know about this?
I mean, I get the kid wanting to, you know, make sure that his mother doesn't see that it gets dirty, so he tried to do something good, and that turned out bad. I guess we're chased again. I thought, yeah, this is gonna be a nice place where we can, you know, end the stream, but apparently the game is like, nope, you're first gonna do a chase. Yeah. Oh, I don't like this one bit. Police thorn. Ah, okay. That wasn't really clear there was going to be a ledge there. Thanks, game. I do not feel the need to actually use the running thing that I have, because Hazel can actually run. I do need to make sure my camera stays focused where it needs to be focused.
So loud!
As in, I know I can run with her, but I haven't used it in these chases all that much yet. Because for most of the time it feels like you don't really need it. And here I did start using it a little bit because of me, myself, and I being a bit of a dumb. Okay. That was my bad. Is it the whole chase? I think it is. And hesitating at that one spot which way I needed to go. But now I know which way to go, so... Oh no, it's not the whole chase, it's halfway in this. This is where I died, and that was not this close to the start. So it's also sort of forgiving when you make a mistake if you don't have to do the whole thing over. There we go. Chase over. And pattern combined.
Bunny buried every kid she brought into this world. That's gotta take a toll on you.
that it does, but does it give her the right to do what she did and be as mean as she is? I don't think so. Also, look at this bottle tree being all pretty with its flowers and then the blue bottles. I think that's a pretty spot to call it quits for today. There we go. Hazel underneath the bottle tree. Because I need a break. I need to stretch a bit and everything, so I'll leave the rest for next week. I keep on being amazed by some of the things this game does. Crouton came for me out of nowhere. I mean, we saw him in the intro sequence of the game where he places a book after getting orders from some bunnies to do so at a house where there's a gramophone playing some music, and then Hazel goes to the house as well and finds the book. So I was already like hoping we would come across him at some point in the game, and we're actually coming across him, and he's actually helping us out in a very cute and nice way, so I really appreciate that. So far this game has been amazing. I just loved every minute of it. The combat felt better this time around, so I'm not sure if the update they did this week changed something about the combat, or if it's just me that's gotten used to it. I haven't used the target lock all that much this time around. Maybe a thing as well, although last week I tried it without the target lock and it didn't feel as good either. So I'm not sure. I will have to do some more troubleshooting and figuring out there what is the reason why or why not things are going better this time around. I want to thank everybody for coming around and hanging out with me, watching me play this game and listening to me rambling on. It's very, very much appreciated. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today, so hopefully see you guys next week again. I'll be streaming again on Thursday. At least that's the plans, to continue on Thursday with this game for the next foreseeable weeks until it's done, and after that I'm sure I'll find another game to play. I've got some other ones that I've got wishlisted that are coming out in the next couple of weeks. Today one of them actually came out, which is called The Blueprints. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream that one though, but I might if I get it soon. There's a couple of others that I'm also waiting for them to come out in a couple of weeks, so who knows, after this one I may play one of those. We'll see, but for now, South of Midnight is where it's at for me for my streams. And I hope to see you guys next week again. Take care of yourselves out there, stay safe, and well, bye-bye. Bye-bye. And my thingy works? Yes, there it works.